Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. And today I'm going to show you guys kind of some of the quirky, unknown, never before seen parts of my collection. People that have been here are just like, oh, you have so much stuff. And they're right, I do have a lot of stuff, most of which I haven't even shown on the channel. So I love the quirky and the weird and the unusual, and I'm going to show a part of that today in my collection. I'm going to try to do this as best I can. There's Norman chilling out. Hey, Norm. Okay, so I have these archival binders, and everybody was asking me where I get them, and I've had them, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. I found them at a photo website, like a photography website. They had these photograph archival binders, and they are fantastic. And I've just put on for the spine, Hall of Fame autos. These are 8x10s and stuff. And we're going to go through that binder here today because I love this kind of stuff. I don't get it a ton, but I do love it. These archival, I don't know where to get these archival binders now, by the way, but they are great because they are, you seal them up and no light gets in. But the things I have in here are 8x10s and some other stuff that I'm going to go through. This is like a random pickup from somewhere. I don't even know. Frank Thomas, though, cool 8x10 PSA DNA. Always a good thing to have stuff like this authenticated. There's an 8x10 Earl Weaver, Jim Palmer, dual signed, both with Hall of Fame inscriptions. And this isn't a big part of my collection. A lot of this is just random stuff I've picked up over time. Larry Dobie, that was probably a national purchase. It was probably a deal of the day at Baseball Card Exchange for like $5 or something. Like seriously, that's what they used to do. They'd have stacks of 8x10s of different Hall of Famers like Larry Dobie. Same thing with this Bill Mazeroski. I'm sure that was acquired the same way. These aren't things I go out and look for. If I see something and it's cheap enough, this was a deal of the day. I remember that. Lee Smith, that was a $5 photograph. Like, sure. This is kind of neat. Bowie Kuhn. You've got a picture of the Hall of Fame commissioner, and he's standing there with Tommy Lasorda and Joe DiMaggio. It'd be cool if they all three had signed it. But there's a PSA on that. What's next? Okay, this is kind of a cool piece. And a little postcard from the Hall of Fame. And it's got a bunch of different signatures on it. Ted Lyons, Bob Feller, Enos Slaughter, Al Kaline, Eddie Matthews, Happy Chandler, Lou Bedrew, Joe Sewell, Burley Grimes, and Billy Herman are all on that. So that must have been acquired Hall of Fame weekend or something like that. Somebody got a postcard, just had a bunch of guys start signing it. This is the stuff that I just absolutely go bananas over because I love multi-sign pieces like that. Hall of Fame, yep, my kind of deal. There's another probably $5 purchase. Enos Slaughter, 8x10. Billy Herman. I like that kind of sepia tone of that. That's kind of cool. Here is a Gaylord Perry. This is actually something I got myself. He was at a Rangers event, their Fan Fest kind of thing. And he was there with Fergie Jenkins signing for $20. The Fergie Jenkins and this Gaylord Perry were things that kind of got me going on Hall of Fame autographs when I saw, man, I can get a Hall of Famer for $20. Dude, really? You're getting all comfortable? Just chilling? Okay. Just love that. So Gaylord Perry in a Rangers uniform, and then I have a Gaylord Perry 8x10 in a Giants uniform. I love the 8x10s because you can get these big, bold signatures, right? And they're just usually really well done. There's the Fergie that I got at that show that I was talking about. And I have a random, oh no, wait, who's next? Doug Harvey. Random Hall of Fame umpire. This is one of the items I got from my buddy Matt yesterday. He brought over just this binder of autographs and stuff. He said, here, I got this in a collection. I want you to have them. And there happened to be a Buck O'Neil in there, which is fantastic. And what I love about this is on the back is the certificate of authenticity from the Arlington Sports Card and Memorabilia Expo in 1995. That's fantastic. This is something I think I got as a gift from somebody. This is originally from an auction, who knows how long ago. 8x10 photo, shot heard around the world. You've got Bobby Thompson, who of course hit the home run for the Giants, Ralph Branco walking away, and then Jackie Robinson looking despondent there as the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. JSA certified on that, so cool. All right, this is something, these Upper Deck, I'll show you the thing down here. Upper Deck did these limited edition collector series, like 8x10 things. They would give these away at the ballpark for different teams and different occasions and events. And just, this one's super cool from 93, a celebration of early black baseball. And the reason I have this one is it's signed right there by Leon Day, Hall of Famer. But it's got Roy Campanella. It's another guy pictured on this. I actually have two of those. This one's not signed, just an extra one that I had. I just thought it would go get good with the other one. There is Buck O'Neil on this, which would be great to get. Well, obviously he won't be signing him anymore, but then we've got, let's see, yeah, I'm going to turn this now this way because most everything else is going to be sideways. This is another one of those Upper Deck event things that they did. This one was limited again to 10,000. So, but it's signed by Larry Dobie, Steve Garvey, Raleigh Fingers. So 2 Hall of Famers, maybe a third someday. Maybe Garvey gets in someday. But this was in honor of FanFest in 1992, which was the All-Star game was in San Diego. All right, then next I've got an absolute truckload of these, and I think I got them all like in an auction, just as a lot, because I think they're really cool. They are almost 8. They're certainly 8x10. And they are these commemorative, I don't know what to call them, pictures, I guess. They were done, most of them in 89 and 90 by this TV Sports Mailbag Inc. And you have different things that are being commemorated on this. You've got Induction Day for the Hall of Fame for a lot of these, which you'll see. And then other milestones from a player's career. Most of mine are JSA because I got them, again, in one fell swoop. A couple of them aren't, but I'm going to go through these. These are in alphabetical order. So what I also love about these is they're big. You get these wonderfully bold, awesome signatures from the player. So these are just kind of fun. Let's just go through these. I got Appling, Ernie Banks, even umpires, Al Barlick. Johnny Bench. And the pictures they use are really cool too, usually. These are just so random. Yogi Berra. Lou Bedrew. Lou Brock. The reason I did this was one that Matt had also in that group of autographs, and I didn't have the Lou Brock, which was kind of cool. In fact, he had like 3 of them in there that I didn't have. Lou Brock. And here's a different one. This is Steve Carlton, obviously, but it's commemorating his 300th victory, and it's number 30 out of 300. So there must have been only 300 of these printed. Who knows how many are signed? Not 300. Bob Feller. Whitey Ford, Charlie Gehringer, Monty Irvin, Fergie Jenkins. This is another one I didn't have that Matt had, which I would have bet folding money that I had a Fergie Jenkins, but I didn't. There's a random Fergie auto on the back. Al Kaline. George Kell, Ralph Kiner. Whoever did this lot, this group, especially all the ones that are JSA, you can see down here there's these X's, and obviously the guy had marked where he wanted the Hall of Famer to sign at whatever event, or probably in Cooperstown would be my guess. Oh, there's a big one, Mickey Mantle. That's a good one. Look how big and bold and beautiful. He even inscribed number 7. How cool. Mickey Charles Mantle. That's a good one. This one actually comes with a full letter JSA. That's good. And you got Eddie Matthews, Johnny Mize, Joe Morgan. I actually have 2 of these. I have one that's got this cancellation, like a stamp kind of thing. And then I've just got a regular one right there. Stan Musial, that's another great one. They're all great, but classic picture. Hal Newhouser. Phil Necro. That's his 300th victory one. Jim Palmer. Robin Roberts. Brooks Robinson. This is one I've gotten I don't know how I got this one. Nolan Ryan. This is different. It's a different brand. It's a photo file deal, but it looks very similar. You know, it's got this induction day thing. Maybe it's kind of what took up after those other ones stopped getting printed, but it's got the Nolan Ryan hologram down there. That's a gorgeous one. Kind of like the bunting in the picture. And if you're still with me, God love you. Red Sheendienst. Maybe you just think this stuff is as cool as I do. Tom Seaver. Duke Snyder. Got a couple of different Warren Spahns. So I've got the Induction Day Warren Spahn here. And then I'm getting down to the end, so it's harder to turn these pages. I've got the 300 win Warren Spahn. So obviously they did some different series on this thing. You've got Pops Stargell. I never knew that his first name was actually Wilver Dornell Stargell. Look at that. Very cool. Holy Stargell. Don Sutton, 300 wins. Early win. I think that's it. Yep. Got a Jim Craig Team USA picture back here. Anyway, that is it for those. Kind of the random binder of the day, I guess. And just wanted to show you guys different parts of my collection, different stuff that I love and love owning and having. So let me know what you think down below. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.